Hey guys, what's up? It's Codemaster here, and welcome back to another series I'm starting, which is how to make a ball game. And in this series, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a ball roll using C# and a rigid body. And I'm going to be teaching you how to make it collect coins and move on to different levels. And let's jump right into it. So to create a new project, we're inside Unity here. We're going to press New. I'm just going to name it, I'll call it Ball Game, Game, and I'm going to select my file to be in a document, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Ball Game, and then I can just select that folder, right click, select folder, and then it's going to be a 3D game, so make sure you have 3D selected, and that's all we need, so just press Create Project, and I'll be right back when this is done opening. Okay, so our project folder has opened, and if you guys don't know how to do any of this stuff that I'm doing right now and probably throughout the series, you're going to want to go check out my Unity Basics playlist and my C# Basics playlist, because I'll continue posting on those, and I'll be teaching you guys more and more so you guys can understand this. You don't have to copy everything I do. You can just follow along and sort of know what to do. So let's get started. So right now I'm just going to be setting up our scene. So I'm going to right click in the hierarchy, and where it says 3D object, I'm going to make a cube, gigantic cube. And once it loads, I'm going to position it in 0, transform. So where it says transform in the settings, click the arrow there and press reset. And there we go. I'm going to change the scale to about let's just go a 50 by 50 on the X and the Z. The Y can stay at 1. And there we go, as you can see it in the scene here. And now what we need to do is create a sphere, so a 3D object sphere. And we can rename this sphere player, and I'm going to reset these positions too. But if you zoom into it by double clicking on the hierarchy, you can't really see it because it's white, but you got to drag it up a tiny bit. I'll just drag it up by 1.1 on the Y, so it's not inside of the cube. Now you can see it in your game scene here. And we can't really see it in the game scene, or can't really see what the plane is, or the cube, which is going to be called the ground, so I'm just going to change that name to ground. And there we go. So inside our project folder, I haven't showed this in my Unity Basics, but if you right click on it and you highlight over create folder, I've showed this part, but we name it materials. And if you double click on your right click, type in create new material, which is new, I'm just going to call this ground material. So ground, and where it says main maps here, I'm going to click on this color, and I'm going to make the ground I'll make it a sort of dark greenish. There we go, and we can just drag and drop it over top of the ground, and there you go. And now we'll create a material for the player. I'll call this player. And I'll make the player black. There we go. And if I can just drag and drop it on him. There. Whoops. No, I did that wrong. Drag the ground back. And if you zoom into the player, which might be easier, then drag it over top. There you go. Now the player's black. And there we go. And inside the materials, you can create like stuff like textures and all that stuff. But we're not going to get too deep into that right now. And right now I'm going to change the camera position. So where it says main camera, I'm going to zoom in to it by double clicking on it. And I'm going to bring this camera position really high over. And then right here at the top here, click on the 2 arrows. And I'm going to rotate this down. And now we can just see the main land there, the base. Much easier. And I'm going to change where the directional light is. It doesn't matter where it's positioned, I'm just going to lift it up, but on its rotation, if we just hold click the 2 arrows again, and if you rotate it, as you can see in the game menu, in the scene menu, it's getting different. I'm gonna make it about maybe right there. I like that there. And now what we can do is, well, inside the scene, what I'm going to be teaching you guys is how to roll the ball around and be able to collect coins and everything. But that might be in a different episode. In this episode, I was just teaching you guys how to set it up. And now that everything is set up, and we have the player set up there with its own material and the ground. So in the game scene and the scene view, you can see them as two different objects. And that we have our directional light up, so you can see the casting the shadows. And the main camera is set up so we can see it. So in the next episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to roll the ball and move it around. So see you guys next time, and see ya.